The expectations for George Springer at the start of the 2025 season were at an all-time low. Coming off of back-to-back underwhelming seasons, posting a 103 WRC Plus in 2023 and a 94 WRC Plus in 2024, and after an awful spring training, it felt like George Springer's days as an impact major leaguer were over. Many fans and media personalities went as far as to look for ways the Jays could dump the final 2 years of George Springer's contract. So what has changed for George this year, allowing him to reverse the aging curve and return to form as one of the premier hitters in all of baseball? George Springer's mental approach at the plate has shifted back towards what made him an elite hitter to begin with, selling out for more power. In 2023 and 2024, George focused more on contact at the plate than he did power, causing a major drop-off in his production. When Blue Jays hitting coach David Popkins was asked about George Springer, he had this to say: "It just seemed like he kind of lost that aggression that he's had his whole career, that I've always admired from him. You'd see him kind of sacrifice bat speed just to put balls in play, and really reaching for balls and weak contact early, almost like he was scared to get to 2 strikes. Versus the best version of him, I feel like he's not afraid to take a couple borderline pitches, and then if you make one mistake, he's going to hit it really hard." George Springer had gotten away from his power-first approach at the plate in order to try and make more contact and get on base more often for Vladdy. But this actually lowered the overall quality of contact Springer was making at the plate. He was trying to be a hitter that he was not. The key to George's success this season has been a more selective approach at the plate, allowing George to swing at better pitches with the intent to hit them hard, or as David Popkins would say, swinging with the intent to do damage. George has sold out for power this year, swinging less and waiting for the right pitches. The uptick in aggression is exactly the type of hitter Springer needs to be. The success has been real, and the numbers back it up. George has improved in almost every statistical category this season. Starting with his WRC Plus, Springer has improved 60 points from a 94 WRC Plus last season to an outstanding 154 WRC Plus this season. He's already hit more home runs this year, he's striking out less, slugging more, and getting on base more often. The results have been incredible from George, and the batted ball data is just as impressive. Looking at Springer's Baseball Savant page from this year and last year, George has improved everywhere. He's hitting the ball harder with an 89.9 average exit velocity, as well as a 46.5% hard hit percentage. His barrel rate is up 5.9%, meaning he is hitting the ball harder and in the air more often. And he's also swinging harder than he was last year, with a 2% improvement in his bat speed. These are all great signs of an elite power hitter. Perhaps the most impressive change for George this year has been his ability to lift the baseball. George was running an abysmal 50% ground ball rate last season, with a below average launch angle of 9.5 degrees. This year, he has lowered his ground ball rate to 38% and has improved his launch angle to 16.5 degrees. This improved ability to put the ball in the air explains his 91st percentile barrel rate and his 97th percentile launch angle sweet spot percentage. In his age 35 season, George Springer has reversed the aging curve and put together one of the best seasons of his career. His 154 WRC Plus this year is 6th in all of baseball and the second highest mark of his career. His bounce back at the plate this year has made him the arguable MVP for the Blue Jays, and it's hard to imagine where the team would be without him. With the Blue Jays looking to make a deep run in the postseason this year, they will need George to continue his elite hitting down the stretch. Thank you all for watching my breakdown on George Springer's resurgence at the plate this year. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.